Welcome one, welcome all to the second stop on Dirty Drew's European tour. This week, coming from Italia. No, stop right there. There will be no stereotypes. There will be no poor attempts at Godfather impersonations, and definitely no talk of daughters' weddings. I'm Dirty fucking Drew, and I'm all about the music. But there are a couple of images that come to mind when you think about Italy. You think of good food, bald referees, fast cars, mopeds, coffee, women who are so hot that you would literally climb over mountains of dead bodies to sleep with them. But when you think of Italian music, you think of this guy. Or these guys at a stretch. But once you sidestep classical music, you've got a hardcore of metal, rock and old school punk. Well, guess what? I have found a band who are from Palermo in Sicily who are really fucking hardcore. They describe themselves as both punk and metal, and if you told any real metalhead that a band was both metal and punk, then you'd most likely get choked to death with an Iron Maiden t-shirt. My old flatmate used to say that punk is the enemy of metal, but to be fair, everyone's the fucking enemy of metal. Anyway, this band is hardcore. This one track I'm bringing to you today just jumps out at you, grabs you by the fucking neck and pummels your face until you're bleeding from your fucking eye sockets. It's brutal. It's not what people would consider to be typical metal in that it's not just screaming. There is a bit, but it adds to the song. It fills the gaps that can only be filled by throaty metal roar. Anyway, enough foreplay, you paid for a full show. This is Muttley with Every Day Could Be a Bad One. Dick Dastardly would be so fucking proud.
Boy
if it was this Muttley in the cartoons instead of the dog, then they would have caught that cunting pigeon ages ago and won every single one of those fucking wacky races. Dastardly just didn't think of having a metal band on board, and that is why he fails at life. I have been listening to this track non-stop for weeks. It just doesn't get old for me, and the rest of their stuff is awesome. There are 2 songs where there are little segues and the lead singer sounds like he's wishing the listener well. In this song, I'm sure he's actually asking us, do you like this song? And in another track, he actually shouts, have a nice day. It's so awesome. Anyway, Muttley are made up of Zorima, Giovanni, Barrow, Marco and Ale. And if you liked what you heard, and I hope you did, then you can find them at www.myspace.com/MuttleyBand. You can also find them on Facebook, though if you search for Muttley, and that's 2 T's by the way, you need to click on pages after you've searched for Muttley, and it's there somewhere. I'll put a link on the side, fuck's sake. Thanks go to Muttley for letting me review them. Good luck with finding a label, guys. You certainly deserve one. Anyway, that is it for this week. Next week, I head all the way over to Portugal to bring you something, as the band says, that doesn't sound like anything else. Well, you know what? I reckon they're right. You've been listening to Dirty Drew's Rock Revolution, and as always, I am your host, Dirty Drew Harris. Make sure you tune in next week for some more fun on the continent. Check it out, I didn't even mention pizza or use a really bad Italian accent or anything. Oh yeah, Dirty Drew says, respect your continental neighbours. Don't bow to racial stereotyping.